everyone, and welcome back to my monthly crafting and talking show, Craftversations. This month, my guest is the extremely enthusiastic Clayton Snyder.
Yay! Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank
You're
you
a doll.
for being here.
This is so exciting.
Stop. You don't have to compliment me right away. You can take some time.
They said I don't have to come here, and you're just going to kick me off the show. Okay.
You probably remember Clayton from, I don't know, a little show called Lizzie McGuire back in the day.
Hello.
And, of course, a little show.
I thought you were going to say as Dostoevsky.
And, of course, a little show more recently, Edgar Allan Poe's Murder Mystery Dinner Party, where you were a Russian to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were many people's favorite, and they were very sad when you died.
I was very sad when I died.
Aw, well, I was sad too.
That was perhaps my favorite project I've ever worked on.
Stop it!
No lie, guys.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Well, we will get into it, but first, I will let you know that we are crafting with buttons today. So if you want to craft along with us, here's what you'll need. You'll need some buttons. You'll also need a canvas of your choice. A hot glue gun. Be careful, friends at home. Don't burn yourself. And I also have paints and paintbrushes in case you would like to enhance your art with paint. So Clayton.
Yes.
How are
I was
you
just
doing?
falling off the table.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm doing fantastic. Keeping busy like we all are, right?
Yeah, we're trying.
So many different things. Got a couple projects I'm working on producing and working on. And
tell us about it. You've got a Kickstarter going right now, do you know?
yeah, so one project is a romantic comedy. It's called A Beautiful Risk, working title. But we have a Kickstarter out right now. You can go to abeautifulrisk.com to check it out. We just thought it was time for a nice original story. We're at a time of a lot of reboots and revamps and things even being adapted from a book. Let's make something new. Let's have something that is a rom-com that comes from a male-centric perspective. Just kind of like a different take on it. And for it to have an Asian male as the romantic lead. We don't see that too often.
Is he the lead or are you the lead?
We got like 3 co-leads.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. So it's myself, Roy Huang, and Brian Porter.
Okay.
All great guys.
And so you've been kind of a part of this as a producer as well as an actor, correct?
Yeah, and in the land of movie magic and television and filmmaking, producer essentially means you're a guy who helps just get done whatever needs to get done.
Yeah, that's
so whether that's producing our Kickstarter promo video, I had a lot of wonderful friends that helped out to put that together.
It is beautiful. It is one of, I was like,
yeah.
holy crap,
yeah.
what did they shoot this on?
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
there's been some confusion in the promo video
so
because
pretty.
we cite a couple different rom-coms favorites, like some like Charlie Chaplin to go bring it way back. Bless you.
Thank you.
And to go to Princess Bride, one of my personal favorites.
I love The Princess Bride.
And Jerry Maguire. And so people are like, is this a spoof film? Or what is this? It's like, no, we just kind of wanted to kind of recapture those moments and remind you like why and how we all love rom-coms as we do that. And show that we can actually make a production. That as well.
You did. It's really gorgeous. It's a really beautiful little video.
Thank you.
And what sort of things are you guys offering as perks?
So one question we had was regarding where the digital copies and stuff like that. So the thing with that is that we wanted to go kind of big with this, and while we're independently going into pre-production and stuff like that, we do want to go the traditional studio route. So these funds are going to putting together our business plan, our budgeting, incorporating our LLC for our production company, and then we'll be having that nice package with the script, which is written, and then taking that to studios. So as you get into distribution and things like that, it can get a little murky as far as who has rights to what, so we didn't want to promise people to give them copies of it right away without actually knowing what the end game is going to look like.
I see. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's kind of a different approach, I guess, than most Kickstarters usually take.
Yeah, but we made some custom, like I Love Rom-Com shirts, like director's chairs. Then we have some experiences that are available. Like we have one character who has like an Italian-based family, one character who is Irish, and the other is Chinese. So we have some like cultural experience perks. You can come and like hang out with us in these different settings.
Are you the Italian?
I am the Italian.
What? Are you actually Italian?
Io sono un mezzo italiano.
Whoa, look at you.
I'm half Italian.
You're half Italian, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I actually got to meet my Italian side of my family for the first time when we were filming the Liz McGuire movie back when I was 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you were 15?
I was 15.
Oh my
I was playing my age. I was 13, 14, 15 years old.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had anybody on the show that was a teenage actor like yourself. It's not to say a child star, but
Well,
kind
yeah.
a child. But
Yeah, I was a child.
That's crazy, Clayton.
Yeah,
Very
it was
cool.
it was an amazing experience. So I was in public middle school shooting that show. Mom would have to drive me up from Orange County.
Really?
You know, every week for so many days, depending how many days we're filming, and it was crazy.
That is crazy.
It was gnarly, and still doing club water polo at the same time.
You were.
Yeah.
So you've always done water polo.
Always.
You've always been into that, I guess.
Yep.
I'm just putting these buttons down, trying to see.
That I feel like that's the best tactic. You just kind of have to put them down
Trying to see if
and
this
see what you're inspired
will,
to do.
Yeah, look like what I want it to look like. I know many of our dear watchers would love to hear about your Lizzie McGuire experiences. I somehow missed the Lizzie McGuire boat. I didn't watch a lot of TV at that age because my mom didn't let me.
You're gonna say you didn't like it. That's fine.
No,
you can just say it.
literally have never seen any piece of a Lizzie McGuire
Yeah.
episode. So it's just, I sort of missed that. But boy, oh boy, I'm
Oh
in the
boy.
minority because people really, really loved that show. Does this look like a heart if I were to glue all of these things?
Yes.
I think I might give it a go.
With a giant black hole in it.
Oh yeah, just
With the-
kind of this one. Maybe I should switch that. Please tell us about your experience. I'm sorry I don't know more about it to ask you like specific things about
Sure.
it. Were you on it for a
It
while?
went for 2 seasons. They like to keep it fresh over
Yeah,
at the D channel.
Sure.
That's something different over at Disney Channel. and and yeah, so that was like my 6th, 7th, and 8th grade for me. And I was doing musical theater as a kid, of course.
Of course.
And was very engaged in my elementary school theater, and then we had a community theater over in Lakewood, and
Wait, where did you grow up?
in Seal Beach, down Orange County.
Okay.
There were different workshops that are available that you can sign up for, with like manager workshops or agent workshops to agent workshops that you can sign up for to try to get representation. And one happened to work out for me, and I was auditioning for about a year and a half. I got a public service announcement commercial that paid me $100 as my first acting job. And then I was involved with a USC film student shoot because I had done cotillion.
Oh yeah, I did cotillion.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
For a while. And those skills
Yeah.
enabled me some background time on this guy's
Interesting.
little student
Were you
master's
doing
film.
like the waltz? And like,
Yeah. I was doing the waltz.
That's really funny.
And then the next thing that came up was the role of Ethan Kraft, who actually,
Seriously?
the audition for that was that character. People kind of forget that he was a much different character in the pilot or in
Oh,
the
really?
earlier episodes. Yeah.
How so?
There was another love interest.
Oh.
And his character name was Danny Kessler.
Okay.
And one day they decided that they didn't want him as the love interest anymore.
Oh,
And they
really?
kind of rewrote my character
Oh.
about 3 episodes in. And then you had the Ethan Kraft you come to know
Wait.
and love and get hair advice from.
So who's Danny Kessler? Was that your name originally? or-
No, that was another guy, another
somebody
character.
else, I see. And then they brought in Ethan
And then,
Kraft.
well, Ethan Kraft was already in it.
Oh, I see. I see.
So they were both in it.
I see. But then they were like, we don't want this guy to be the love interest.
I guess.
We want Ethan.
I didn't look too far into that.
Interesting.
Kids can't handle love triangles.
That's fair. How...
Shut up, Sean!
I mean, that's just such an interesting thing that you experienced as a young person.
Yeah,
I love
very.
that. So how do you feel like that has affected you now as an actor and all of that?
It's wonderful in the sense that it was a wonderful experience. I came to know so many wonderful people. It was such an amazing time. Barely passed school because of it. Past middle school. I was kind of thankful when high school started, but then the movie was made, and so I had to miss my freshman year of high school as well. It was an amazing project to be a part of, just because it touched on a time of age where there's just a lot of confusion.
Sure.
And a lot of things that aren't really talked about openly. And I got some like incredible fans from it. There were a lot of loyal Ethan Kraft Craftonians?
Ethan Craftonians. Craftites?
Ethan Craftites? That was the next one.
Crafties?
You guys pick. What's it gonna be?
They sure are, man. People love you.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. He's
That's
a fun
so
guy.
funny.
I could probably handle him in like doses in real life.
Right. So you did do the Lizzie McGuire movie as well.
Yes,
That's
that
cool.
shot in Rome,
That's
Italy.
cool.
And I wasn't in it that much, but I was there. Rome, Italy, and the second half was filmed in Vancouver.
Ooh, that's awesome.
In Canada. So all the interior shots, or at least most of them, were in Canada. Like the concert at the end of the film,
Interesting.
where she's getting all big and we're all having a great time. That was Canada.
So all the exterior, so it takes place in Rome, but you did
Yes,
interiors
and we
in
got all the exteriors we wanted. Like
Weird.
filming of exterior places like the Coliseum and things like that,
Right.
Trevi Fountain, and it's been super awesome to have that fan base. Like you guys are just awesome, and it's allowed afforded me some opportunities like Poe Party, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was great to have that fan base to bring with me into that experience.
I mean, yeah, it was funny because that was a thought for us, obviously. I mean, we knew you from like 30-minute musicals and stuff. I didn't so well, but now I do. But
Yes, well, Sarah Grace Hart, she and I had a class together.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I had never done anything remotely close to what Dostoevsky ended up being.
Really?
No,
You're so good
nothing
at it.
close to it. Yet she thought for some reason that I'd be good for it.
Yeah,
So good intuition on you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You were great, but we just wanted you because you're great, and we really liked just like your look and everything. But then like the Lizzie McGuire fan like component was like an added bonus.
Yeah, this is also nice.
I remember specifically telling Taylor Brogan, who ended up being our script supervisor. Sorry, Taylor, I'm throwing you under the bus right now. When we got Jim O'Hare, because I was extremely excited about Jim O'Hare being a very big Parks and Rec fan. And I was like, Taylor, you'll never guess. Like, we got Jim O'Hare's going to be in it. And she was like, cool. Who else? And then we were like, Clayton Snyder. She was like, is he Ethan Kraft?
Is he?
And I was like, yes. And she's like, I'm more excited about him than Jim O'Hare. Sorry. And I was
I was
oh,
more
great.
excited about Jim O'Hare than Ethan Kraft. So,
I think we announced
Jim.
you guys on the same day, did we? During the Kickstarter?
I think we were the same day or very close.
Man, that was
I was sad I didn't get to shoot on the
whammy
same
of a
day
day
as
as
Jim. I
Jim.
heard he was a very fun guy.
He's just a joy.
Like a mushroom.
He's so like a mushroom.
Yeah.
What?
That was just a very poor pun attempt.
He's very, very lovely.
I'm sure Sean could have done much better.
So, how was your pool party experience? Did you enjoy having fun with us?
Absolutely. I enjoyed having fun with you guys.
so glad.
And I had so much fun. And
so glad.
it was just that wonderful collaborative environment where there's just that fine line of, like, filmmaking is extremely fun. It can also be extremely taxing and frustrating and can really test a lot of people's patience and endurance and other things. But on this shoot, it was just a very fine balance of super fun, yet also still very professional. And we got ish done.
Yeah, we
Because
did.
you guys had to film how many pages per day?
At least 10. One day was 13. That was our biggest day.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And
So
that's
as
what-
far as like how like much you have to film in a day, a common meter is page count, but you can have like an action sequence that takes like half a page. That is that is massive. Of course, Poe Party did have some massive action scenes.
Massive action scenes.
Thank you, Kurt Mega, for the incredible stunt choreography you guys put in there. But to film that many pages per day, just like almost straight, you guys had like a day off.
Yeah, we
in
did.
between.
We had one day off.
And I'm sure that was there also like for safety if you
2
needed
5-day weeks.
Yeah.
We had to.
Nuts.
Yeah.
So just an incredible team effort. If you guys saw their Kickstarter, they just did a fantastic job. And I think one of the reasons why I love being a part of this and why I admire Mary Kate and the Shipwreck team so much is because they just make it so much about you guys and about the fans and how they, have like a service to entertain you guys with these kinds of stories.
Well, we try. I mean,
I think you succeed.
thanks. We try and make it fun for everybody, and even stuff that we didn't think would necessarily be fun, like the live streams, really turned into something that people super enjoyed and we enjoyed as well. And
Yep.
I think that just made for a better experience overall for
sure.
For us and for the audience, I hope.
I have a plan for this, but right now it's just looking like a sewage leak. Right now,
I love
it's called, in its current state, it's called Sewage in the Night.
Just beautiful.
Okay.
Are you an artistic fellow? I mean, as an actor, yes, but
clearly.
As far as crafting.
Have you heard my accent? Yeah, I actually, this is really, really fun for me. I used to be an intensive doodler.
Oh, yeah?
In high school. Oh, yeah. And I still have a lot of my pieces saved. There was,
Your
sometimes
doodles?
I would draw, I love to draw half bionic things.
Oh, interesting.
Like half robot, half dinosaur.
Okay.
And half like alien, half robot.
That's cool.
Lots of like chain-fed machine gunnery and
Interesting.
things like that.
That's
and,
very interesting.
Make little caricatures of teachers calling you out, Mr. Farver, if you see this.
That's cool.
And
do you still doodle?
I don't, because I don't sit in a class where I can afford to just kind of doze off. Like, the only classes I really take are for either I'm like training in a gym, or I'm taking an acting class, which has my full attention. That I'm very engaged in, if not participating in.
Yeah.
And so I'm not doodling too much.
I used to doodle quite a bit myself, and I don't so much anymore.
Did you have like any go-to designs or characters?
I liked to draw sort of cartoony versions of like whatever show I was doing, like the cast of whatever show I was doing at the time, like during college a lot. I thought about doing it for Pool Party, but then I've seen like everyone's fan art that they make for us, and it's like mine is like really crappy comparatively, so I don't do it. I'm not as good as all of our wonderful, talented audience members who make stuff that, I mean, have you seen, I guess you've seen some of that.
Oh, yeah, and it's fantastic.
It is amazing.
It's wonderful.
It's so cool.
There was a period of time where I had the thought of being an animator.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do when I was a kid, because I loved Disney movies.
Yep. It was a combination, I think, of that, of like kind of seeing where other people were and being like, oh man, they're really good. I would enjoy seeing their work more than my own. And I had other talents and skills that I was developing at the time as well. So I just went a different direction with acting and water polo.
Yeah, tell us about water polo. You're still very active in water polo.
Still quite active. I started playing when I was about 8 years old, so I'm going about 20 years now. And I've always had a blend of arts and athletics. It's been interesting kind of navigating that field, even like socially, because they tend to be different circles a lot of the times. But even in college, when I was at Pepperdine, I loved my teammates, but I would be hanging out, with the team before, during, and after training, and then hanging out with the theater program in between.
Quite a departure, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Different group of peeps.
Still playing today.
Yeah.
I can't let it go.
Tell me about your, what is it called? A team?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a team. So water polo is really big, mostly in regards to the U.S., in Southern California. And there wasn't any real dominant Southern California men's club team, like post-collegiate club team. So a few buddies and I decided, hey, let's do it. And now we represent the Los Angeles Athletic Club.
That's so cool.
Which is extremely exciting, doing massive things. Starting up this new league next year, National League. So I'll be, probably posting or tweeting about it. You can come catch your favorite Ethan playing in a Speedo and wrestling with a bunch of dudes.
Your favorite Ethan.
Your favorite Ethan.
That's so cool. And
that's its own show.
Now, water polo was how you ended up living in Eastern Europe, yes?
Yeah. I was living in Sardinia, in Quartu Centelna, for about 10 months, playing for Promagest in the second division over there. And then the next year I was in Hungary, in Kaposvár.
Wow.
And for about 6 months, I came in halfway to a season. A team had their center that was injured, and I got in touch with a coach over there through random contacts.
Well, that's so awesome. You're a very worldly fellow. I feel like you've been many places and done many things.
Yeah, I've had a lot of incredible opportunities that I, to my best ability, try not to take for granted. And just what I'm appreciative probably most of is just the relationships and the friendships that you make along the way. The water polo community is a very small community. So similar to acting, like the longer you stay in it, the tighter these circles seem to be. It's like, this person, I know this person. And I love Facebook for the fact that when you meet someone new and you add them as a friend, that's the first thing I like to check is who your mutual friends are, because so many stories can stem from that, and you can have a newfound appreciation for those friends that you have. That's a big part of life, I believe, are the relationships that you build with people.
I love how this is looking, Clayton.
Thank you. Yours is wonderful creative. As well.
Thank you. I'm working on it. I don't know.
Come on.
May not be as...
Where's the old confidence?
It's not turning out the way I wanted it in my brain, but here we are. It's fine.
But it's going to turn out to be something better than what was in your brain.
Maybe.
If you believe.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
You've got a picture perfect. And that was
is that
not staged.
What is that?
That's the theme to this show.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, whatever. You're trying to sneak that in. Would you like to play a little game we like to play on Craftversations?
I love games.
Great. That game is called Hanky Panky Mary or Kindly Push Aside.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
And I don't know, somebody suggested certain Lizzie McGuire characters. I don't know who they are, but are you game to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Lizzie, Miranda, or Kate?
All right, the classic trifecta.
Is that true?
Is what true?
All I know is that Hilary Duff was Lizzie, and I don't know anybody else. I know there's...
Those are like the two other main female characters in the show.
Okay.
Miranda was Lizzie's best friend.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Partner in crime.
Sure.
And then Kate was like the bully. And the meanie, the scheming one. She was always giving Lizzie a hard time. What are the terms?
Hanky Panky, marry, or kindly push aside.
Hanky Panky, marry, or kindly push aside.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say kindly push aside Kate.
Okay.
She's not so kind.
Not super nice. Got it.
I'm going to say... and I'm going to say Hanky Panky with Lizzie and marry Miranda because I have a friend who just deeply wanted to marry Lizzie. So this is for you, buddy. You can have that. You can have that wish.
That's very
because why
generous
not?
of
There's
you.
just all sorts of references today.
So kind of you to do in this fake world.
You're welcome, Caleb.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I wish that I could also play with Lizzie McGuire characters, but I know none of them.
Have you already done Poe Party characters?
Oh, I can't do Poe Party characters.
Sure you can. Why not? I did my own show characters.
That's fair. Okay,
right?
Sure. Give me Poe Party characters.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay. HG.
Okay.
Hemingway.
Okay.
And Oscar Wiles.
Oh dear. Oh no. Well, I just want to say for the record, if Poe were in there, it would be Hanky Panky and Mary.
Oh. Alas, he is not in it and can be neither.
All right. Well, everybody's going to be so mad at me if I don't do something with HG. That's for sure, because everybody loves HG so
I would marry
much.
HG.
You would?
Yeah. For sure.
Fair.
I mean, well, he might not be able to cook, so...
You need somebody that can cook.
I can cook, too.
Ooh.
I would cook for HG.
You would?
I would cook for you, Blake.
Holy moly. Okay, I'm just going off the characters, not the actors, because that's weird, because they're my friends.
Can add a disclaimer in the video.
Yeah. I guess I'd probably marry HG, because he's very sweet and inventive, and I feel like would be... Well, he might get a little annoying because I'd probably have to be like, HG, it's time for dinner. Stop making a time machine.
Yep.
Come back from, the Ice Age, please. But I'm going to go with that. Wait, oh, shoot. Can I? No. It's hard.
Way to go to make it really awkward.
You sure did. I guess I'll hanky panky Hemingway, but I don't want to.
I would personally hanky pank Oscar Wilde.
Well,
feel like he'd be fun.
Oscar Wilde isn't into my type, so
Well,
I guess he was bi.
he's
People
imaginative.
said he was.
Hemingway seems like a selfish lover.
Yeah.
I would agree with
Yeah.
that. I mean, I would love to like go out for coffee or have a great just friendship with Oscar Wilde because he's so sassy and wonderful.
Okay, so marry coffee or kindly push aside.
Then that's marry HG, have coffee with Oscar, and push Hemingway aside.
All right, we did it.
No, that was great, Clayton. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But just a reminder that I will always choose Poe.
We're gonna
because
continue
I love
that disclaimer throughout the entirety of this video.
Oh, wonder, how many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it. Thanks to Warren Day for sponsoring this video.